I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This is a pretty special project that we're going to embark on here very, very soon. We're about ready to get started. Unique in several ways. This client, she had a Ludwig piano growing up. It was a family heirloom, it was a family piano, and it was just too far gone and they had to throw it away, but she didn't have the heart to throw away everything about it because she wanted to just keep some of it. So she ended up keeping this front panel here, this fallboard, and this top lid right here. She kept all of those and she's been hanging on to them for a few years, and she just came across our website and she found that we have a Ludwig and they're not too far apart year-wise. I can't remember what years, but it was just a couple years apart in manufacturing. And so she had the idea, if I send you, can you rebuild your Ludwig, make it brand new piano? Yes, we can, absolutely. We can make it 100% perfect. And can you use my cabinetry on your Ludwig? And I said, I don't know, we've never done it before, but we can absolutely try it. And even if we have to cut it down a little bit, maybe change the dimensions slightly, I think we can do it. And so they just came in this week and I tested them for the first time, and they're like perfect, which tells me that that the dimensions in the manufacturing didn't change from year to year, at least not much, not from the year that we, the year of her piano and the year of our piano. It's going to work perfectly. There are slight differences in like the front panel here. The dimensions are the same, but oops. There, my mic. Okay, the dimensions are the same, but there's some slight differences in the carvings. This is the old one, or sorry, this is the original one from my Ludwig, and this is her Ludwig that we're going to be using. And so those dimensions, both height and width, or I guess length and height, I guess, are the same. Same with this. The decal is slightly different. You can see this little sunshine on above the New York, rising over New York, is slightly different from this sunshine rising over New York. Just slightly different. Looks like the Ludwig & Co. and the New York decal are exactly the same. They've got the little period there, the little diamond shape period there, and the dot. What is that called? Is that a jot or a tittle? I can't remember. It's one of those. And the dimensions are the same. As you can see here, left, right, it's perfect. And then height-wise, looks like it'll be, again, just right on. And then same with this. And she actually requested that we also keep the cherubs here. She has a little note there that says, remember, keep the cherubs. We are going to be refinishing everything. You know, look at this. This is from her original piano. This veneer is coming up, peeling very, very severely. So we're going to have to glue all that back down and refinish everything and keep the cherubs. And so this top lid will be in place. Same dimensions there. We kind of lucked out. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if we didn't. We just do a little bit of carpentry, no big deal. But we lucked out. We don't have to do the carpentry. Just swap them out and refinish them. And okay, so that said, why don't we look at the piano that we're going to be rebuilding? So the piano itself is not sentimental to her, but the brand is. So. This is just a piano that I had online that I was just kind of saving, and I think I put it on there, and she said, oh, they have a Ludwig, and it looks exactly the same. It needs to be rebuilt, you know, that's to be expected. The exact year, I don't know. We could look it up. I didn't look it up before making this video, but it's probably about 1900, 1905 maybe 1895, something like that. And it just needs to be totally rebuilt. So why don't we get just a record of the condition that it's in now. So obviously mechanical issues, tonal issues, especially in the bass, but tonal issues all over. We've got clicky action. We've got dampers that are old and crusty, so they're buzzing. Lots of things that need to be addressed, or will just kind of naturally be addressed, I guess, in the restoration. As just a matter of course, when we restore a piano, we do replace the hammers, we replace the dampers, we replace the strings, we replace the tuning pins, the shanks, the hammer butts, the bridle straps, the bushings, the cloth, the leather, the felt throughout. Then obviously these casters are after the fact, so those are going to have to be replaced as well. That's just ugly, and they're way too high. You know, you'd have to really crane your ankle to get up that high to that sustain pedal. Then in here, looks like you can see here the. Can you bring the camera in close? The bridge had some repair work, so it looks like there was a crack that ran along those bridge pins. So we're just going to redo this bridge altogether. And same with this crack here on that soundboard. And it looks like one is slightly higher than the other. The lower panel is higher than the other on that crack. So we're going to have to, we're going to repair all of that, and the soundboard will be good as new. Same with that one. So yeah, pretty typical of a turn-of-the-century piano. And check this out. Let's get a record of that. We're going to replate all of that. That'll be absolutely gorgeous. When we replate it, it'll be the same metal, but replated, it'll look absolutely brand new. My son does the replating here at the piano shop, and he's a brilliant chemist, and that's what replating is chemistry. And he's very, very adept at that replating chemistry. He's done it for years, and his work is impeccable. And the plate. We'll be refinishing the plate. Why don't we, just for a shot, just an example, why don't we get these two? There's actually a lot of pianos around here that have our plates, just to kind of give you a little taste of what's to come. Here's a soundboard that's had lots of repairs. Back here, just like that Ludwig, had all sorts of repairs done, and it's lacquered and beautiful. And then that plate with the automotive paint looks gorgeous. And then here's the step after, where we've got that same automotive paint on there, and then all the new strings, so beautiful, new hammers and dampers. Let's get a shot of how nice these hammers are. You could put a straight edge across those, and that is beautiful work. Beautiful installation. So that's a few steps ahead on this Ludwig. So, one more. Why not? Why not? Beautiful restringing, nice plate. All of these are also original, but they've been replated. And then the action currently, of course, is being rebuilt. And this one also has this bridge cap. That's a new bridge cap. You can tell because there's a seam right there. You can see that seam of where the old bridge ends and the new one begins. So all of this right here is all new. It's a new piece of maple, and that's been duplicated. All the positions of the pins have been very precisely duplicated of what was there before. So Ludwig's coming up, and stay tuned. It'll be finished probably towards the end of 2025.